Okay, Libra, how you doing? Blessings and salutations. I just was in thought because I literally did a pre-shuffle and I was like, kind of like, whoa, I'm not sure what to think of that, but I'm just going to tell you, um, hey, uh, this is a general collective message. This is from the 15th to the 30th. This is going into your season. Shout out to you. Also, just because it's general collective, I might say you when it's them. I might say she when it's a him. But either way, you as a Libra, I know you know what's for you and what you should let go. Also, with being free, something that is for you, with free will, you do what you feel, what you need to do for your highest good. Alrighties. Let's see what we have for you, Libra. Let me just get a prayer in. Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Libras. Amen. 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 And Libras, it was just given, when I did a pre-shuffle, I seen where some was questioning motives and who you feel committed to. I don't know, but we're going to see. It's a lot of swords, and you are air energy. So we're going to see what have. What's the read for Libra, please? September 15th to September 30th. How, oh, come on with that. I'm going to do another shuffle here. Because it just didn't quite shuffle. Okay. For Libra, please. September 15th to September 30th for Libra, please. For Libra's highest good. Please show me what I need to see for Libra, please. Thank you kindly. Alrighties, let's see Libra. Libra, please. And to take it in order. Okay. Ooh, okay. Mm. So many. Okay. I'm going to take all of these. I'm just going to just tell you what I see that came out. Okay, so the challenge I had to do in the past with the, it was like the veil slowly coming off the past. You know, your perception of the nostalgia of it is more or less seeing it like gradually change, transition, and currently you're feeling like if somebody was, I'm just going to try to say it as nicely as possible, and I'm trying to choose my words carefully, but it's basically just saying somebody was like a Connie energy, like somebody was trying to like be on some, you know, Captain Saving, where they was dealing with certain individuals, right, where they was giving up this charming nature, and it really was coming across as if it wasn't coming across like it was motivated by human kindness. You know what I'm saying? It more or less was looking like it was a real selfish, savagey motivation. You know, look like, and it seems like for some, it seems that even with this person in the past, he was trying to help them see that they didn't have to be that way. You know, it was like it was looking as if he was trying to really just love on them for who they are, and seeing that for some that is coming across to where it's beyond you. It's like it's for a professional. You know, where they was trying to come in and save the day on other people, they needed to be saved. You know, and it's just showing that going forward with this toxicity where it's like just moving on to each entity, like this movie I remember with Denzel, and it just kept on touching people for like that little wickedness to hit them, and it falling is what it's called, and it just feels as if it's like it's more or less from seeing what you put in and seeing the results. It's more or less feeling like, you know what, I can't even be bothered anymore. But underneath this deck is this Queen of Pentacles. It's like, listen, people, you can't deal with people that's not loyal, that just give in to the most, give into the energy that is just wicked, toxic, devilly. It's more or less like you can't even connect yourself with them type of entities anymore. You try to do what you can, and you no longer could, because what's showing here as the extra cards that came out is with this Three of Wands, where you coming to look, coming together, focus. It's like the friendly manager. It's like y'all could get along, things, out of love, but you're independent, focused on your happiness, because what you see is from when they bring forth anything, it's always apologizing on how they couldn't come through or they didn't mean to do what they do. And it's more or less, it's to the place where you love them so much you can't even express or haven't expressed to the depth of how they disappointed you. It's more or less, to where you're focused on taking that passion, tenacity, and energy to do what you need to do to get the results you need. It's not about them anymore. Yeah, the Empress is, ooh, you're doing your reading, research, you're raising your awareness because you're an Empress here. And I've seen the Empress a few times in pre-shuffle where, yeah, you're here as far as Libra energy, heavy, Taurus. But it's just showing that you definitely glowing and knowing that this is really not for you. Yeah. You tried to juggle and do what you do, and it left you losing too much sleep. Okay. Let's see what else we have for you. Let me take a sip of tea. Pardon me. That was more of a gulp. But okay. Okay, Libra. Let's see. Let's see. So, as far as astrology sign seen here, is Capricorn devil energy, because it's a toxic 2 or 3. It's a bunch of, it's a domino effect of how the energy, we're going to see. We're going to get some tarot. Let's see. For Libra, please. Come on. Okay. For Libra, September 15th to September 30th, 2022. Okay. First thing out was the Ten of Swords. Yes, this is more or less you seeing like how it was a gradual ending. It was like, yeah, perception and past, even down to the comfortability. You don't feel happy and comfortable. It's like that's not your wish fulfillment to be stuck in that energy. It's like this is not where you're going to anyway build your legacy. Because even with this Captain saving Prince Charming, I don't think it was really more expressed and said to this person how, like, the intentions of it, how much it bothered that they was trying to go out and take care of things other places instead of taking care of themselves, or express to them that you was trying to do the best you can to overlook hurting their feelings, and in the same time it created a stagnation, the Chariot in reverse, because this person is really like smelling themselves, where they thinking that they justifying the reasons for their behavior, like, oh, because I gotta do what I gotta do. And you're like, no, you're human. You're not a animal in the abyss trying to survive out here. I know it feels like that, but you do have integrity, because it's showing the fact that your fearlessness and the fact that you can stand strong and be this amazing person, it don't have to be ferocious, because it just don't have to be. And that's basically what it's saying. It's saying have some integrity, because when it comes to this toxic two and threesome, it's like somebody trying to accommodate and keep things together with this false perception of a family happiness. So you just made a decision, like, just how I let that sound out, that, yeah, like, okay, if that's how they want to do it, then so it shall be done. It just seems like even when you did reconsider anything, it was just to try to heal from a heartbreak and betrayal, but you feel like I can no longer do this. It's stagnating. And you feel like you need to be free to take on these things, which is, let's see, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Cancer. Yeah. But right now, you're just trying to, like, for right now, you're just trying to observe, and it's not really a move being made because you're getting more information. Yeah. You're getting more information. It's like this back and forth thing going. You're going back and forth on what you want to do. For some, you will return, but for some, it's like, I have to just let it, just leave it alone. Because even with some of you, and I'm going to say this, some of you reconsider, out just trying to heal and just knowing that what you're not going to do going forward, trying to take a step to go out in a new direction. But it just feels like the way to redo this has got some of you stuck because you're still trying to get calm and clear in the strategy to how you're going to do it, because you want them to take accountability for what they did. And the process of that truth coming in is not about like getting along and kikiing and apologizing. It's more or less to come back on the right accord. It just looks as if when it's like, let's pick a side and see that there's no other option that's going to be for the best of what they need. It's time to put in their work, roll up their sleeves, and really try to come together to get this reconciliation. Because it's looking at there's a want to take a leap together and be committed, but it's just like it's not happening right now because somebody is not trying to be burdened with the work. Somebody's just taking their time, saying everything is fine, thinking they got all the time in the world. Okay, that's all I'm seeing right now. I know I'm seeing let's get some clarification here. Let's get some clarification here for Libra. Let's see what we can have for Libra, please. Clarification for Libra. September 15th to September 30th, please. 2022. It's like for some of you, you really want to get in a good place of like getting past the BS and the emotion part and just get to where what needs to be done. And it's like you're not interested in the extra, as far as the theatrics, is more or less like, okay, now what else needs to be done? Because all of that is not getting no movement. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's a burden. Yep. Okay, let me just say this. Because it seems to me that this return is inevitable. Like, you really want to be with, connect and fix it, but it's just more or less on how it's being done or how much is weighed on you, and the fact that somebody's not taking accountability is making you rethink what's being done here. Because even with this, what the challenge had to do with this fact of this person not taking accountability. Okay, it's just like they didn't want to make the hard changes that needed to be done, and that was very frustrating because that's a pivotal step in what needs to be done to make things a success. So what's showing here is that with this Captain Save and Prince Charming energy, that you're not is not being completely expressed, and maybe that's why they won't address it. Is more or less small steps being taken in that direction. It's showing that it's being said in a way, I guess it's going over their head, because it's like where this energy of feeling as if you just want to show that you. It's like somebody wants to show that they is will not be taken down by this. Like you will not be defeated, and it come across as aggressive. Like it comes across as if where somebody's trying to amp themselves up. So it comes across to where it looks like a dog eat dog world type of energy, and it's like, that's interesting because that will not get you a victory because the charity is in reverse. But then where it shows the return comes in, it's like it's just trying to express that that's not the way to deal or to get the results in this situation. It's showing the toxicity is overbearing the possibilities of a happy future. It's like all this backstabby, ratatouille energy is a choice. It's a choice to see how you come in its connection. And it's more or less seeing like, look, again, it's trying to stress the fact that you're trying to express that the emotions that's being displayed is the the direct reason why you're making a choice not to go forward in this. You know? This chariot came out again, this movement to victory, to your whole new world is here because of the fact you feel like it was too focused on what you can do for them and not more or less that what they need to be doing for them. You're recovering from this thing, from this pain of feeling like disappointed on how they handle their emotions or how they connect with you because it seems very manipulated, one-sided. When I see that Queen of Wands in reverse, of course some readers say it's like a witchy energy, but they don't say the same for the King of Wands in reverse. I just think it's a manipulative, feminine, throw your rocks, hide the hand, got their own master plan, manipulative mother plucker. And I said plucker, plucker, okay. Yeah, it's feeling this need to definitely get out of this. It's like to get out of this place to more or less to your happiness and your abundance, and to the point where it feels as if it's gonna look, as far as the toxicity is still there, but you will get to your victory. That's all I'm gonna say, because that's all I want to say about that. It's Gemini here, Capricorn, um, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. It's gonna be some communication though. Oh, there might be some communication to some intimacy. Okay, but that it's gonna be some toxicity with it because of the fact that it was this intimacy and things that was done before the problem was really addressed. Okay, I gotta go to advice and outcome because I'm going to keep going into too many different messages. or it's going to get too specific. Okay? So let's see advice and outcome for Libra, please. For September. Ooh, sugar honey ice. Dang. I can't stand making a bonnet appearance. Okay? I know it's telling me to let this doobie down, but no. Okay? Some people, some of you feel you can no longer burden yourself accommodating them. Yeah. Let's see advice and outcome, please. For Libra, please. What is the advice and outcome for Libra's highest good, September 15th to the 30th, 2022? Please show me what I need to see for Libra, please. Alrighty, advice and outcome. Ooh, I can't get no love no more from you. I see. Ooh, sugar honey, I see. Ooh. Oh. Got it. So far it's saying like what I see was coming is the fact that when you pulling back, they're gonna really try to make these little minimal offers, but it's gonna wake them up. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, what's going on? What you want us to do? Because they don't want you to totally cut them off. You know, they see with the Tower in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse the seriousness of their actions, how it affect their foundation and their connection with you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they want to heal because they don't want this ending. Look at this. They like, no, I love you. Yeah, they see that you have the choice to stay or go, and you just like, mm-mm. But you're under here is the Ace of Swords in reverse to be showing like even it's not swift enough and it's not enough. It's like, but these pages they come in with, it shows that they're not making it completely clear or do the work. They don't really see the real lesson, the real reason. They just see that you're leaving, or you might not want to deal with them no more. You cheat, or things is different. That's what they see. They don't see what they did. They just see this Empress here about to go elsewhere. They see the abundance is changing. They see that this reciprocity may be somewhere else. And guess what? They still don't want to take accountability though. Judgment in reverse, Sagittarius, they still toxic as AF. Yeah. And I think with the rest in introspect, there goes your big Ace of Pentacles. Your big Ace of Pentacles comes in as new beginnings, as big things coming in. But what I see here, some of you, even with the Libra here, Justice in reverse, is still very much have the choice to still deal with this person. And it looks like if you still do feel connected to this person, we're going to get more clarification though. So I see Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra, you're here, Taurus, yeah, Leo. Let me get clarification on this advice and outcome for Libra, please. For Libra, please. For Libra, please show me what I need to see for September 15th, September 30th. I see you not going in your season with them shenanigans. You know, you're like, not I said the cat. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. You just so not having it. Oh, sugar honey, I see. You move into passionately in the direction of where you want to be because you're really getting tired of trying to make them see what needs to be done. It's just more or less a feeling that this is inevitable. It's been a slow progression, but now it's feeling like because of the fact that you can't no longer invest, you're loving it. You want to move faster out of it. It's like even when this person again say sorry because or when they make this amends, a small amends to you is still small in comparison to what they owe you. You know, I know it's not tit for tat or people don't write a list and what they do in their relationships, but it's painfully obvious to even where they come in with this sorry or they trying to come again is because of the fact that they don't feel the abundance with you anymore. They don't feel secure. They don't feel like they can grow with you anymore. And now they're trying to make a step to go in the right direction because they're feeling, they don't feel security anymore. You know, as far as this tower in reverse, they don't want it to break. They don't want it to shake. Even with the process of them trying to rebuild, that's not what they're doing because they're fighting and resisting what they have to do to really address that tower. A tower is not a bad thing. It's necessary to basically, it's like letting you know something's in the foundation, something is in with you, your security that's affecting it, that could cause you to be ASS out. So it's letting you know, it's signaling you, it's like the smoke detector going off, that there's probably like a fire in the kitchen or somewhere. Okay? It could be a small one, but it will spread. Now, where it's showing is where this foundation is in reverse, so where you more or less not looking to, it's like you more or less see this thing is not in the condition of building. You're not trying to do the work to do it because you feel like that's not your job to get out the tools. It's really on them. It's more or less even down to healing from the backstabbery energy, which came out more than once with this Five of Swords. First, it came out upright, and from the energy of they get Five of Swords, even they feel, oh, I felt worried, or I didn't trust this situation, so it gets, or I didn't trust what she was doing, so I did this, and it's like that was whatever reason they used to justify backstabbing you. You more or less seeing like, okay, my decision is like even going forward, me healing from that type of energy. I'm going forward knowing that I will not let them do that again to me. It's more or less saying from healing from this this ten of swords and the ending, it's stepping into a whole new world. It's like the limits is no longer there. It's more or less feeling like it came out several times, Libra, where you're taking on this whole new world, new opportunities, seeing things differently, and going for it. Because even from the past, if you even seeing an extra clarification of them being so difficult to work with, and you seeing they actually was choosing sides that wasn't with you, and wanting to come back to you because they just don't want to. They don't. They feel so tired, or they feel so beat, or they feel like they um, can't go through this again. They've been through it all. Whatever they making it about them, it's still not them taking accountability. Yeah, still being greedy and the injustice is still there. It's like the commitment that you have with them is something that you cannot go forward in trying to give into because it doesn't feel victorious. It feels like you just don't want to. You just to use like you did this as much as you could do, and it caused too much damage. I think when it come up to where you see you putting into any connection going forward, is only if the connection you put in is in the direction of a victory, something that's coming into place to where you should stand strong on it because your perception of the past has changed. It's not about what a person say; it's about what they do. Okay. That's what I see here for you. Let me know how it goes in a comment below if you choose to. Either way, I appreciate you for your view. Till next time, wonderful, beautiful Libras, love and light.